Do you like adding value to people? Do you like helping people? I think that everyone loves helping people because it's very, very rewarding. And I chose to help and add value to people by giving them guidance, mentorship, coaching, and I understood that you're not able to give what you don't have. So that's why I decided to read a lot of books, attend a lot of seminars, buy a lot of courses, find mentors who could coach me, guide me, and really lead me to be a better person. So in the last 5 years, I had more than 1,000 calls, more than 500 people that I had calls, meetings to really give my best to help them out. From the start, I used to say that today I will do my best, but my best tomorrow will be better. Because every time when you have a call, next time you are a little bit better. And this journey was very tough, and I love tough. I love challenges, and I love to get better. And that's why when I pursue this guiding mentor lifestyle, I knew that I will need to change, and there was a lot of lessons. Today I will share 5 lessons, but I could tell that I learned a lot of things. And first lesson was that I need to learn how to listen. Because as I mentioned that I used to read, and I read a lot still, but I used to read a lot of books, attend a lot of seminars, and I had a lot of knowledge in my mind that I wanted to share. So when the meeting started, I used to ask few questions. I used to hear what they're living, where they are, and then overwhelmed with all the information that they have. And those meetings used to I used to blew those meetings because I was not connecting. I was not hearing them. I was not understanding them, not allowing them to share their story because I was too busy giving them information. And it was tough, and it took me a while to understand that people do not care how much you know until they know how much you care. And when I learned that, I started to listen people more than bringing that all information. Second lesson is that I understood that I'm able to change and grow because at the beginning I used to be super shy. And I remember the first meeting. I probably will never forget my first meeting because I took so many notes and what I would love to share to the person. I probably took like 10 pages to a meeting, and I don't know why I brought out those pages to a meeting. And a person asked a question about something about personal growth, and I didn't know at that moment. And I started looking in those pages where that potentially could be an answer about something about personal growth, and I was so afraid. I was sweating like crazy. And it's so interesting because I just tried to help a person, but I was super stressed about that meeting. But later on, it became easier and easier and easier to help people and try to help and guide to move forward. Now, third lesson is that I learned that meaningful conversations energizes me. I learned that I'm extroverted introvert. I love one-on-one conversations or 3 very small groups, and meaningful conversations energizes me. And but I'm the person who really enjoys reading and being in nature by myself or with a small group of people, and I don't enjoy clubbing or I don't enjoy big groups because that drains my energy. Fourth lesson is that I learned how to manage my time because at the beginning, for some reason, I was not able to build boundaries around the meeting. So that means when I used to make a meeting, sometimes it used to last for 2-3 hours because it used to be very interesting conversation. But I learned that if you really want to help people, it's better to have 1 hour conversations every 3 days, and because every meeting a person learns 3 things. And if you have 3 hours meeting, they learn 3 things. If you have a 30 minutes meeting, they learn 3 things. So of course it's better to have short meetings more often because they're able to learn much more. Now, number 5 lesson is that I always want to show up as perfect, that I figured everything out. But I never connected with people because there's no one perfect, no one. And that's why when I used to share all the things that I do well, people did not connect with me. And people sometimes used to think that I'm a crook because there's no such a thing as person because I was insecure yet. And I learned to share my vulnerabilities, my lessons, all the things that I'm struggling with. People start to connect with me more. And I think that I still are on a journey to be better, and but I'm willing to go through that. Now, when I think about all those 500 people, I made a lot of great conversations. It was some I blew away. Some was great conversations that I still have connections and good friends from it. Some people probably even hate me after a call. Some people loved me, and that's okay. And I think that people who thought that I'm a very bad person, and I think that they are right, because a lot of times during the meetings I did a terrible, terrible job. I didn't thought about them. I thought about myself, how to show up in front of them. Because if you think about yourself, not about the message, about the person, other person in front of you, that is a wrong attitude. So I needed to learn that, and it was a long journey for me. And I think there's a long journey, because I see my path to be a guide, a mentor, a coach. I'm now 31 years old, but I see that doing till 80, 90, 100, whatever, how long it will be. But I really enjoy hearing different kind of people's stories and trying to help them. And tomorrow I will share the lessons that I learned about other people through those 500 people.